back to Foodie Friday. I wanted to make a Sunday pot roast with you guys. It's going to be really delicious and it's going to make a lot of leftovers that I'm going to use for the rest of the week. Here we go. So the first step that I'm going to do is cut up all my vegetables. So I've got 4 carrots here, and then 1 big yellow onion here. What I like to do is chop everything up that I need to beforehand. I think I mentioned this last time when I did like the cauliflower soup, and then I also did this. I just didn't show you all the steps. But yeah, I'm just gonna peel these guys and chop it all up. And what I love about this is that it's not anything really small. You know, like the onion, it's gonna be cut into chunks. This is gonna be into 2-inch pieces. The recipe I'll link below.
Looking at Finn.
So Finn's helping too. Oh, Finn also got a new pig toy. So I'll warn you right now, if you hear weird pig sounds, that's what it is. He also likes to eat carrots, so I'll give him some of the shavings. Help him with his eyes or something. So now I'm just going to cut these about 2 inches or so. I think those are inches. I don't know. You guys know how good I am at measuring. So, not much. And I'm not a huge fan of carrots, though I will say, like, the carrots in this are just amazing. Like, the broth gets so delicious. And then, you can put it, you know, you can eat it with the onion, you can eat it with that meat. It's just so good. So this guy has a real long head of hair. But I'm going to cut the top off. Cut the butt off. Just going to peel off. And I'm definitely a crier, so one of the things that I like about this also is, you know, again, going back to the big chunks of everything, I don't have to dice anything, so I don't have to worry about, you know, crying my heart out while I'm cooking. So just in half, and then, I mean, that's probably good, so. Everything is cubed up. We're going to go over to my Dutch oven. I have a Le Creuset in green. Are you surprised? We're going to cook this in some olive oil, get this nice and browned, and then we're going to brown the meat, and then we're going to get everything together and put it in the oven. Okay, so I totally forgot to do this, but I'm going to preheat my oven to 275, and this is just going to go slow and low. I'm going to have this on medium-high right now. Put a little olive oil in my Dutch oven. Let the olive oil warm up, and then we're going to do our vegetables. While that's going, let's go ahead and salt and pepper our meat. Alright, so here is our chuck roast. We are going to salt, and you can add a lot of salt, totally fine, and then pepper. This side. And then I'm just going to use my hand and flip her over. Wash this hand off in between flipping the meat, and then pepper this side as well. And just let that rest while the vegetables cook. I'm just going to use my handy dandy flat bamboo guy to move everything around. So we're just trying to brown everything up. You do want the garlic to kind of cook down. And we're going to do it, you don't want to actually fully cook everything, you're just going to brown everything. So about 2 to 3 minutes is all this needs. Just move it all around. Gonna let that sit for a little bit. So the vegetables are done. They're not like all the way cooked through, but they're nice and golden and delicious. The little garlic chunks are all melted and incorporated. So I'm just gonna lift everything out. And we're just putting it right back into that bowl that we cut everything up in. Smells really good. Okay, so now we're going to put a little bit more olive oil in here, just to cover the bottom. And then we're going to crank up the heat to high, so that we can brown our meat. I'm going to get my tongs ready. This is going to be helpful to flip everything, and I'm also going to use this. At least last time, it's almost 3 pounds of meat, and it was really hard to use our dollar store tongs. So we're going to go ahead and let this heat up. Actually, it sounds like it's getting ready, so I'll be adding the meat here in just a second. So you saw salt and pepper in the meat. You cannot put too much salt. I mean, don't cake it on there, but salt is your friend in this. It just adds to the overall flavor. We are just going to take this and put it, it's going to splatter. Sounds beautiful. So I'm going to turn this down just a little bit. We're going to make that nice and brown on one side, flip it over to the other side. So nice and brown on that side. Yep, looks good. So we're going to take this and we're just going to bring it over here on top of the vegetables. Now we are going to make kind of the sauce for everything. So this is a cup of sweet vermouth. Put it in there. Kind of going to splatter. And then give that a couple minutes just so the alcohol sort of cooks. You can scrape at the bottom too to get all those delicious like meaty bits off, because that's just going to add to the flavor. So we're going to give this a minute or two. Okay, so now that this is nice and bubbly, you can see there are all those bits that are in it. That's just going to add to the flavor. It's going to be really delicious. Actually smells really good. So we are going to make a roux. So we are first going to put our butter in. So this is 2 tablespoons of butter. And we're going to let this get in there. Dissolve completely before we add the flour. So we're just going to let that go. Alright, so it looks like there's just one little chunk of onion, but all the butter is fully cooked. Now we're going to put in our flour. So this is 2 tablespoons of flour. I'm going to use my little whisk to get our flour in here. And now for the next couple minutes we're just going to go like this until it's all cooked. So you don't want that raw flour flavor, but you see how it's just thickening everything up. This is going to be the gravy for our pot roast. Alright, so that looks pretty good. Everything is nice and incorporated. There are no big clumps of anything. Except for right there. Okay, now there are no big clumps of anything. So this is a leftover chicken stock that I used last time. It's free range, organic deliciousness. So I know that one of these has 4 cups. I used 2 cups last time to do this last time. So we're just going to add this in here. It's going to help everything just come together and be extra delicious. Okay, so this is nice and incorporated. Let's go ahead and add our meat back. For real this time. I tried to put it in before the chicken stock, but then I thankfully remembered because I was like, that is not enough liquid. So, meat's going to come in right here. And then on top of this, we're going to put all of the veggies. Yum! And then we're also going to put a couple sprigs of rosemary. Just right on top. And then thyme. Now thyme is my favorite. I'll actually put extra of this on like our lunches when we bring it in to work, just so that we have all the extra deliciousness. So I'm not even going to hold back. Just beautiful, beautiful amount of thyme there. I'll also do mashed potatoes with this, and I'll put thyme in there and garlic and butter, and it's just amazing. So, now I'm going to put the lid on here. It's going to go into our oven. Okay, so we're going to put this in right there, and it's just going to bake forever. This is going to bake for 4.5 hours. Once that 4.5 hours is up, we're going to take the lid off and let it cook another half an hour. Hello, welcome back. It's 4.5 hours later. I'm going to go ahead and open up the pot roast and set another timer for 30 minutes. Here we go. It smells so good. So, put that right here. That's what it looks like. It looks amazing. You know, all the herbs have cooked off. Nice and bubbly. It smells really good. I'm gonna close this back up. And will visit this again in half an hour. So it's been a half hour since we took off the lid. Let's go ahead and take out our stew. Yummy. Oh, that looks so good. So, I like to leave the oven open after cooking something like this. So this is what it looks like. So we'll just take off the little sprigs and put these in the trash. Oops. That's our pot roast. It looks delicious. It smells seriously good. Really, now all that's left to do is just take like a little piece like this. So everything is still all put together. And yeah, just take it over here, and you would just like take a fork and just like shred everything up into the little pieces. I tried to buy a less fatty piece this time, but as you can see, there's quite a lot of fat there. Probably could have trimmed it beforehand, but what I did last time was just kind of what I'm doing right now, kind of fork off the fat and then give it to our ridiculously happy dog. I mean, everything's just falling apart. It's beautiful. So yeah, so I'm going to let this just cool a little bit. And that's it. But thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you guys next week. Next week we're going to do everything that we ate in Vegas. So if you have some good tips on where to eat, go ahead and Facebook message me or leave it in the comments below, and I will see them probably when I'm in Vegas. So, bye!